everyone, it's Julie. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to make a busy board, and I don't know if you have kids or grandkids, you might have heard of them and know what they are, but for those of you that don't know what they are, we're going to cut a piece of wood. This is just leftover wood we had from making our grandson's bed, and we're going to cut a piece of wood, and then we're going to, it's kind of like an activity board, just with different things for kids to play with. Okay, I'm going to show you some of the things that we bought or we found just laying around that we're going to put on this board. And obviously you can put whatever you want on it, but this is just some of the things that we have. Yeah, we just went through the garage and found a few things. We bought a few things that we couldn't find laying around. As you can tell, we have one of these slide locks. And this is just one of those door stoppers, the springy things. The kids will probably like to play with that. Just a hinge. We're just going to attach one side of the hinge. They can open and close it. Here's another slide chain lock. A little mirror that they can look in. A doorknob. We bought this doorknob but didn't realize it doesn't turn. So we did find an old one that we had in the house. And we're going to try to make that work. But we'll see. Just some different stuff. Some chain. But whatever you want to put on it is totally fine. Okay, we went ahead and cut a board the size that we thought would be appropriate. It's 12 by 20, and what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go ahead and sand it and then paint it white. Now I'm just painting mine white. You can do whatever color you want because I have grandsons and granddaughters, so I don't want to paint it any, you know, pink or blue. So I'm just going to do like a neutral color.
Hey everyone, it's Kevin. I figured I'd jump in here while Julie's over there painting hers. I'm going to do a busy board too. Maybe not a real safe one, but it's going to be a busy board. So I'm going to do mine on bolts and nuts. So let's see how this turns out. I'm going to show you what I got to work with, and then we'll get to it.
Alright, what I have here is a 10 inch by 12 inch piece of 3/4 inch wood, the same thing as Julie's using over there. I got a Harbor Freight magnet, and we're going to be using this in the project. And we have a series of different size bolts and nuts. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop the ends off of all of these, drill the holes. We're going to epoxy them in the board, and then we're going to take the magnet, and the magnet's going to be what holds each one of the nuts. Now, I know this ain't going to be for no real young kid, or if it is a young child using it, you got to keep an eye on them. They don't eat the nuts. That's not good. Unless it's a peanut. Don't eat these nuts. They're made of steel. So that's what I'm going to do. Now what we got to do is get these head of all these cut off, so we just drill our holes. Alright, as you can see, we have all of our holes drilled, and this little slot I drilled or cut out in here is for our magnets to go in. And this, once we get this down in here, I got some of this tape. We're going to put a thing of this tape, strip the tape over top of this, and we'll go ahead and put our, we'll probably either hot glue each one of our studs down in the holes, and the magnet will hold the bolts or the nuts, and it should look good. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to get some black paint here. I got some black paint, and I'm just going to give this thing a couple good coats of black paint.
Okay, I got my board painted a couple of times, and I painted it white, and I know that's probably a mistake because I've already gotten it dirty just by handling it. So what I thought I would do is I'm just going to do some, like, flick some different color paints on it to make it a little bit colorful and where it's not quite so white. So I've never done this before. This is going to be, I just have some paint in a container, and I'm just sticking my fingers in it, and here goes nothing. Don't know what it's going to turn out like, but we'll see. And you can do as little or as much as you want. I think that looks okay for the red. Now I just need to, I'm going to do some different colors. Okay, here's the green. Yeah, I'm going to do a few different colors. You can do whatever you want on yours. And I have to change my glove every time, obviously, because we don't want to, you know.
You want to use your bare fingers?
No, I don't feel like washing my hands every time in between, so.
So now I got this guy all painted up here. I'm going to go ahead and start putting my magnets in here. And I'm just going to hot glue these guys in here. I think this will be fine. So all of our magnets are good to go here. And that is going to hold them in there nice and tight. Now I went to Lowe's and picked up some of this tape. And I'm going to use this tape to cover those magnets up. And it's like a work zone tape, and I'm going to just take a piece of this and we're going to cut it to fit right over top of that. That way it'll cover all of our magnets. I don't know how good it's going to stick to this, but it should do okay. Now with that on there, they'll be able to take the bolt or the nuts, and the nuts will stick right to it and they won't come off. So they'll have to find out which nut goes to what bolt on the top. So we're going to go ahead and get putting our studs in the wood. Okay, for this part, I'm going to use a hammer for one, but I'm just going to take this stud, make sure you want to put the nut on the top of it, so you don't batter up the end of this when you tap it in with a hammer, if you have to tap it in with a hammer. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take some of this hot glue and go around this here, bottom of this bolt, and hopefully, this might be a mistake, I don't know. I don't want to put too much because then I'm going to have a mess. Then we're gonna push it right down in that hole. Okay, I got that flush with the bottom. Oop. So that looks pretty good on there. Now we're gonna just go ahead and continue putting these guys in until we got them all in, and then we might have to cut some of that glue from around the edge of these nut or the studs. But we're gonna go ahead and keep going with these. Now we're just going to go ahead and take another piece of this tape and I'm going to go across the top here with it and just for looks. That's all it is there for looks. So my little busy board is finished. So Julie will be getting out here in a little bit and she'll be getting hers done. So what I'll do is I'll take all these nuts off and I'll mix them all up. That way they don't know exactly where they go. We don't want to line them all up. And then they'll have to find the bolt that the nut goes to. So that's my version of a busy board for a little kid. Not too little though. You don't want him eating them nuts. Don't want him sticking these in his mouth, so just gotta keep an eye on them.
Well, our paint's all dry. We left this set all night just to make sure. So now we're gonna go ahead and get all the stuff put on here. Just trying to figure out where we're going to put everything. We don't want it overcrowded. Try not to cut the board. That's what I was trying.
Okay. Here's the little
Okay, we got this padlock on here for the kids to lock and unlock. And what we're going to do now is we just attached it with a
zip tie.
zip tie. I couldn't think of it. A zip tie. And we're just going to attach the key with a little bit of a
piece of chain.
Yeah, just long enough that they can work the lock.
I'll work on this key if you want to put that roller on.
Okay. And then we have a caster here for the kids. We figured that would be fun. They could play with that. And we pre-drilled a hole here yesterday. And so it will countersink, although I might have got too much paint in it.
Well, it should be okay.
And then on the back, I don't even know if it's showing everything. I don't even know.
Yeah, I think you're okay. Maybe not.
Yeah, we just countersunk a hole. That way this will fit down in there and everything will set flat.
Here's a
Alright, we'll just put the light up here in the corner.
Well, we're going to get all this stuff attached to it, figure it out, and then we'll get you guys right back in here.
Okay, here's our activity boards. We got them all done. Like I said, you can do whatever you want on yours, whatever you have laying around the house, or if you want to go buy some stuff, it's totally up to you. You can make a couple of them with different types of things and put on them. And then Kevin made one over here with nuts and bolts and for the kids. I know it's, just make sure the kids are old enough and they'll be able to play with it. You definitely don't want like really young kids unless you keep an eye on them. But we're going to leave some footage at the end of the video of the kids playing with them. We'll see how they like them. So, thanks for watching. You
did it!
You're
Yay! Let's do the next one. All right, you did it! Yay! That was pretty cool, huh? Now, let's take them all back off and put them on that magnet.
Okay. Unscrew them.
Unscrew them all.
Off.
There you go.
Good job. Keep going. Just lay it down. There you go.
Then you could do it all over again, huh?
This way?
Yeah, go ahead.
Get the next one.
Keep twisting, it'll come off. There you go.
Uh-oh.
It's stuck on there, huh?
What?
It's stuck on there.
Do the next one.
Well, he's going to line them up.
This way?
Yeah, that's good.
Well, this way. This way.
Yay!
Down, 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 down.
Okay, you going to do the rest of them?
Keep turning.
Down, down.
Yay. Do the next one. One more. Big one. Get
Yeah.
the big one.
That one?
Okay, get the last one.
Down, that way.
Yeah. Chase.
Chase, there's one more. Get the last one.
There you go. Riley, your shirt is so...
Keep twisting. Yay!
Okay, now put them back
Is it
on.
bright?
Spin it. Spin it. Like this, like this. What's that thing do?
Say boing. Look. Boing. Boing. What's this? What's this? Oh. Whoa, that's bright, huh? Turn it off. Turn it off. Woo, that's bright. Oh my gosh, I'm seeing spots. What
Whoa, that's bright.
else is on there?
Let's turn that off. I can't see in the camera.
Yeah.
Doorknob?
What?
What is that?
A door.
Doorknob?
No, this one.
What is
What's that?
Zipper.
And shut.
Is that a zipper?
Now open.
Uh-oh.
What?
Yeah, go ahead.
Lock it. See if you can get it back in the hole.
Okay.
Put it back in this hole.
This one.
Yeah.
This way.
Put it in
There
there.
you go.
Yay!
All right, unlock that. Unlock your chain.
How about that one? How you get that one off? Slide it. There you go. How you put it back on? Put this little thing right here. See right here? Put it down in that hole like that. And then slide it. And it won't come out.
Right here.
Yeah. Yay!
It's
You like that light, don't
it's
you?
pretty
That's bright.
Right.
That is pretty bright.
What new?
And then we'll screw that to the wall and we use it as a nightlight.
Takes batteries.
There is
What else is on there, Chase?
It's
What else?
Can you get
what
that-
else is over there?
Can you get that lock open right there?
That's pretty
Turn the
nice.
key.
Turn the key. Turn it.
Huh?
Yeah, turn it. Turn it. Oh, you opened it.
This is a piece of crap.
Oh, the slide lock.
I
Look.
barely opened it up.
Open
and
it.
it hit
Oh.
because I forgot
open
it was
Yeah.
on
shut.
Okay, let's lock it.
Chain.
Push it down in there. Uh-oh, it's locked.
What?
It's locked. Mm. Is anybody home?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Turned it on.
What's this? That's a water valve, huh? Turn it off. You don't want the water to go nowhere.
This way?
Either way, you can turn it either way. It turns both ways.
This one. That one showered this.
Yeah, that's to tie your goat up with.
With in
What's that there?
Well, yeah.
A mirror.
a mirror.
Look inside there. You see Chase in there? I see Chase down in there. I see Chase in there. Do you see Chase in there?
You're silly.